going on, everyone? So today we're going to do a review on the Harbor Freight 300-pound tractor ATV lift. I love this thing. All right, so this is a second video for this review here, and just so you know, I posted one before and somebody actually seen something that I said that was wrong in the video, and I corrected it. I want to make sure that, you know, when I put something up there that is correct, and they were nice enough to say, and they were nice about it, to say, hey, you know, you might want to point this out, and it had to do with this little pin right here on the back. And I didn't point that out last time, so we're going to correct this video. We're going to repost it and make sure that everything is correct in here. So let's get started on this review. I wanted to start out by saying that I love this thing. You know, I change my blades on my tractor probably maybe once every 2 or 3 years, but I sharpen them at least 2 to 3 times a year, because if you don't sharpen your blades, then your grass is going to take a hit and it's not going to look very good. You're going to have split ends on them, right? So just like cutting your hair with dull scissors. So, you know, I went out and got this thing, and I seen there's a couple other places that had these for, I don't know, $300-400, but the Harbor Freight one was fairly cheap. I think I paid like $150 for this, and it works extraordinarily well. And just let me show you some of the features on here. So here's your handle, and it only took me about maybe 15-20 minutes to set this up when I got it. And I've had it for a couple years now, so it's not like I just got this today. I've been using this for a long time, and like I said, I love it. There's your handle, and all you're going to do when you get this is insert this handle into the base and then put your carter pin in. This right here is your safety mechanism, and I will show you that. Here is your actual jack. These right here, and I can bring this up. You can see that you can take this pin out and actually slide these back and forth, left to right. So if you have a different span, you know, on your tractor than you do your ATV, you can adjust the wheel placement brackets, and it allows for different widths. And all you do is, once you do that, you're just going to put this pin right back in, and it's not going to move on you. Over here on this side here, this is your lift for the jack. So you're just going to crank that down, and your lift's actually going to come up, and then you're going to hit this right here, and this is going to be your drop. Now when you're dropping this, it goes very slow if you don't have any weight on the front. If you put some weight on the front, and you'll see this once we have the tractor on, it'll go fairly quick. But you can see that it gets really nice and close to the ground. So what we're going to do here is actually put the tractor up on top of this and lift it up for you. I'm going to show you how nice and high it gets this tractor up in the air. But yeah, that's about it. And you got the 2 wheels on the back and the pin right here. You want to make sure that when you put this pin in, this is up nice and straight, and then you can take that pin out, and this will actually fold down for storage. So that's a pretty nice little feature there. So let's get the tractor up on top of this, and I will be right back. Okay, now you can see that I put my tractor wheels right where I needed them. And just so you know, these do slide in and out. So you can take these and actually move them back just by lifting that up and bringing it back. So different size tires, you can adjust the depth, right? Once again, so you can go in and out with this, and you can also go back and forth with this. So I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to come over here, and I am going to actually just jack it up. Now in the winter time, or if it's cold out, the hydraulic fluid does get a little bit hard. So it's a little bit tougher to do this. It's not as smooth, but in the summertime and the springtime, you will have absolutely no problem. And all I'm doing is pressing on that there, and you can see how fast it's actually raising it up. Okay, so now we're up in the air, and what I want to do now is actually put my emergency brake on, and I will actually put my tractor in gear so it doesn't roll back on me. All right, so I did a measurement here, and this front here sits up 16 inches from the ground, and then the back part of the deck, it is at 12 inches. So more than enough clearance to get up underneath there, and I never go all the way underneath this. I just put my hand up there, and I can use my wrench or my impact and so on. But you can see it is up in the air very high. Over here, just so you know, you can put a strap there. If you have an ATV or something that's a little bit heavier, you can put a strap there and hook it to the front. I don't usually do that, but that is a safety feature that they added for you. So if you want to put a strap to hook that in place so it doesn't go anywhere, you can do that as well. Now, one of the most important things here is when you're under here, it's just like a car. Okay, when you're underneath the car and you got it jacked up, you always want to try to put some brake stands under there so it does not fall down on you, right? It's like a secondary safety thing. We're going to do the same thing here. So this comes with a pin. You can see there's 3 different holes, and on the side here they line up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this pin right here in through the next hole, and it lines up towards that back base here. If something were to happen where the hydraulics gave out, we're going to lower this just a little bit. You can see now this is not going down because that pin is protecting me. Okay, so that is a safety feature. Make sure you put that pin in, so if this does fail, it does not land on your head. Okay, once again, it just goes in there like that, and then on the other side. Here's an under view. More than enough room to get up under there and do your work. I love this thing, I really do. So, and that's basically about it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pin out. We're going to drop this thing, and just to let you know, this thing will go down extremely fast when you have weight on it. Okay, it didn't go down fast when we first did it, but because there's weight on this, it's going to go down extremely quickly. So I'm not going to just get on this thing and push it down as hard as I can. I'm just going to hold it halfway. So I'm going to just come here, push that down, and here we go. I'm going to go nice and easy. And that's all there is to it. So you can slide that back a little bit, and that'll drop. Now it's going to start going a little slower because there's no more weight on it, but that's it. Make sure that you're lined up correctly the way you need to be. And once again, these will slide this way and this way for different widths. This right here will slide in and out. So I'm going to come over here, just adjust that. Now I can drop that down the rest of the way. So very easy to use. The wheels are very solid, very easy to move this thing around, believe it or not. I'm extremely happy with it, and I've had it for a couple years and it's held up. Not really any rust, maybe a couple places here and there if, you know, I had some water in the garage, but very solid, and it's a great price. I really need to start getting up at Harbor Freight a lot more often. I got one right up the street from me, and I just don't go there enough. I know people actually travel a few miles just to go to these places. So it's a good store. Sometimes they're not always selling the best things, but sometimes they sell great things. So check them out if you never have before. And the review part, listen, this thing makes my life so much easier. You know, I used to try to put these up on some ramps, and I never had enough clearance. Some people I know actually remove their deck, and that's crazy. I mean, unless you like doing things like that, whatever, good luck to you, but I don't. So this just makes things so much easier to get up under there. If you have to change a belt, or if you got to change your blades, just boom, boom, boom. Literally takes 2 minutes to put this tractor on and lift it up. So if I were to give this a 1 to 5 star review, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best, hands down, this is getting a 5 star. I love this thing, absolutely love it. It doesn't take up too much space if you fold it up. Once again, you just take this pin out right here, and this will fold down, this handle will fold down forward. So, oh no, 5 star. Check these things out. All right, I hope this helps. If it does, please thumbs up, subscribe. Check us out, www.toolreviewzone.com, and we will catch you later.